All right, Al, thanks very much. Now to our special series, Doing It All, and a closer look at issues facing women when it comes to balancing work and family. NBC's special anchor, Maria Shriver, has more on that. Maria, welcome back.
Thank you, Matt. Well, when we first announced the series, Megan Crawford, a Houston mom, told me she felt like we were speaking directly to her. What she juggles day to day isn't very different from what millions of women watching also experience. So I teamed up with some experts and we headed to her home to help give Megan some guidance on how to feel more confident in her own life.
Hi, I'm Megan Crawford. I'm a single mom.
Megan Crawford seems to have it all together. She has a nice house in a good neighborhood, a good education, and her own business that she runs out of her home. But peel back the layers a bit and you'll find Megan is in a struggle all too familiar to many women today. Time with her children versus time on the job. Each hour she spends away from her office is a dollar she doesn't earn, a dollar she needs in order to make it to another day. So I paid her a visit. Hi, I'm Maria.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Take me back 10 years, 15, when you were a young girl. Is this the picture you thought you'd be living?
Oh, of course not, right? Everybody expects their happily ever after, right? You're gonna get married and have kids and it's gonna be wonderful. I never thought that I would end up as a single mom.
What do you think's the biggest misconception about women like you?
Everybody assumes that because I have a house in a nice neighborhood, I have money. I don't. I'm one paycheck away or one crisis away from serious financial problems.
What Megan needs is guidance.
I'm never sure, what tomorrow's going to bring.
So I came armed with help. So, we're here.
I don't really know what my value is.
Valorie Burton is a life coach, and Callie Williams-Yost, an expert in work-life balance.
Most days I'm really quite busy between 9 and 3:30 when my son walks home from school. Meanwhile, I'm still taking calls and answering emails because just because I stop working at 3:30 doesn't mean my clients and my coworkers have stopped working.
Right. What are 3 things that Megan can do starting now that will make her feel better from the inside out?
Every single day, I want you to ask yourself, what have I done right today? What's gone really well, okay? Secondly, play. Even in little doses, I want you to be very intentional about laughing, about playing, about finding, even if it's 5 minutes to relax, it's gonna help you tremendously. And then third, I want you to have a bigger vision. What I want for you is to maximize the amount of money you are able to generate in the 6.5 hours a day that you have.
So, Callie, you talk a lot about tweaking. So what does she have to tweak to get out of this feeling of debt?
What I encourage people to do is how do you break those everyday responsibilities into small pieces? Because we are not taught how to manage what I call our work-life fit. And it's even more difficult when you work from home, where there are no boundaries between your work and your life, right? You have to think about how, where, and when am I going to work to maximize that time. So can you put some boundaries around when you're going to check email? Can you put some boundaries around when you're going to go on Facebook so that you can continue to really get the work done that you need to accomplish? It's not so much how much time we have with our work, it really is about how productive and focused you can be during that time because there's a lot of distractions coming at us.
Now it's time for Megan to take charge and apply these tips to her life.
Really, for the first time in a long time, I was able to really feel good about myself. That day-to-day encouragement that I'm doing a great job, that has to come from me. I think that changing that will really help improve my overall outlook on my life.
It has been about a month since we visited with Megan, and she tells us that she's really tried to apply what she's learned, waking up 15 minutes earlier each morning to have time to herself. She's also taken an online negotiation course, and she's put together a brunch date every week that she spends time with girlfriends going over the successes of her week as opposed to the negatives of her week. And that the small changes are what really have an impact in people's lives.
That was the piece of advice I liked the most. At the end of the day, think about what went right as opposed to dwelling on what went wrong.
Right.
The Shriver